Hello, boys. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed the long weekend that we just had. It feels kind of weird for me because today felt like Monday, even though it's Tuesday. So today I'm going to be talking about a math center with you guys on sorting shapes. So we're not just going to be sorting shapes. We're going to be sorting two-dimensional shapes and three-dimensional shapes. So I will show you an example of each. A two-dimensional shape looks like this. So this is a triangle, and you can see it's pretty flat. It doesn't really have a lot of depth or anything to it. So this is what we call a two-dimensional shape. A three-dimensional shape, which is, you may hear them called 3D shapes or three-dimensional, is, since we use a triangle, I'll use this, a cone. This is a cone. So you see that dashed little line there? That kind of gives it the representation of a three-dimensional shape. It has a little bit, looks like more volume than just a flat shape like we saw in our triangle. So you guys can see the difference in those. And we are going to be sorting these into the appropriate categories. So our center says, Paige has some shapes. Help Paige sort this. Can't talk. Help Paige put the shapes into groups. So we have our flat group and we have our solid group. So let's get started. All right. So we'll start with our triangle since that was the example I used. So this is an example of a two-dimensional shape. Is this a flat shape or a solid shape? I would say it's a flat shape. So it goes in our flat box. Remember, it doesn't have that kind of depth to it like the 3D shapes have. Next, this is a sphere. So you can tell it kind of looks like a circle, but it looks a little different with the dashed line going through the middle. Would this be a flat shape or a solid shape? This is a solid shape. So an example of a sphere would be like a ball. A ball can roll. It doesn't just lay there flat, right? So we've got one in each. What about this shape? What is this shape? Let's count our sides and see if we can figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five-sided shape. This shape is a pentagon. Is this a flat shape or a solid shape? You're correct. It's a flat shape. So we'll put that with our triangle. All right, here we go. What about this shape? What is this shape? So to me, it kind of looks like a box, but we know a box isn't necessarily a shape. But this shape is called a rectangular prism. So as you can see, it's got some rectangles going on, but it doesn't really look flat, does it? No, it looks like it's kind of raised up, so that means it's going to be a solid shape. It goes with our sphere. What about this shape? This is a circle. So this shape is kind of similar to a sphere that we talked about, but it's a little different. Is this flat or solid? This is a flat shape. So I'm going to put it in our flat box. All right. Now what about, this one's a little bent, but what about this shape? This shape is a cube. Is this shape a flat shape or a solid shape? Remember, keep an eye on those lines. It is a solid shape like our sphere and rectangular prism. All right. Here we go again. Another triangle. A little bit smaller than our last one, but would this one be a flat shape or a solid shape? You guys should know this one. It's the same as our first triangle. It is a flat shape. So that just goes in our flat box. Next. All right, what is this shape? This is a cylinder. Now you may see something that looks similar to this, maybe like a can in your pantry. But these, a lot of cans are in cylindrical shapes. But would this be a flat shape or a solid shape? You're correct. It would be a solid shape. All right, a rectangle. A rectangle. So, is this going to be a flat shape or a solid shape? Be sure to look. This is going to be a flat shape, just like our triangles, our circle, and our pentagon. And we filled up our flat box, so that means we only have one more to go for solid. That's a pretty dead giveaway, because this last shape, which is a cone, and it may look familiar if you flip it up like this and put some ice cream on top. It can be an ice cream cone, but this shape is going to be a solid shape. You can see down here that dashed line. It's kind of like a dead giveaway. But that's going to go in our solid box. That is a solid shape. So let's review real quick. We have a triangle in our flat box, a pentagon, another triangle, a circle, and a rectangle. In our solid box, we have a sphere, a rectangular prism, a cylinder, a cube, and last but not least, our cone. So boys, I hope you enjoyed this mini math lesson on two-dimensional shapes, like this triangle, or flat shapes, and three-dimensional shapes, or solid shapes, like this cone. All right, boys, remember, I love and miss you, and I will see you soon.